Instead of the extremely hard, clear crystal we know as a diamond, that's what it starts off as, graphite. A soft, black mineral. Sometimes you'll go through some soft times. Some very soft times. Sometimes you will feel like nobody's for you. Everybody's against me. Why? I've been through it. Apostle used to always, especially last month, Apostle came downstairs and told me, he talks, y'all know how he does. He talks to you, he gets on you, and then he tells you get up. And at that time, I felt like a soft black mineral because I was depressed. I was oppressed. I didn't want to do anything, didn't want to be around anybody. Amen?
Amen.
And sometimes that happens trying to be formed into who you want to be, who God has called you to be.
Come on here.
It happens sometimes.
Teaching good.
Y'all remember I talked about the Avengers a couple of weeks ago? Some of them were soft black minerals. Everybody in here has a soft spot.
Yes.
Everybody. A spot that if somebody strikes it, you ready to
hold us up.
You ready to go on. And that's okay. You want to know why? Because that should let you know that God is still forming you and molding you into that diamond that you want to be. Amen? So, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I thank God for the crushing.
That's crushing.
And I thank God for the fire.
And I thank God for the fire.
Do it, God.
Amen. That's why we have to be willing to endure the pain of trials and godly discipline.
Godly discipline. Come on.
Come on.
I get the godly discipline in a second. If we want God's character to be perfected in us. James puts it this way. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing.
Come on.
Come on, patience.
So when the man of God comes to you and says, hey, you need to work on this. Hey, I think you can do a little bit better in this area. Hey, your attitude today, we can work on it. In the city, this city, we don't have people who say, I think you can work on it. We have people who say, well, let me help you, let me guide you, let me teach you, let me give you some understanding, let me show you a better way of dealing with your attitude. Your overseer is good for it. Now he's been caught the spirit of, Lord, baby, pray. But we love him. But no, you have people, you have leaders in here, especially Lady Nika, who will say, especially on her group night, I'm sure she tells y'all, well, we'll pray about it. We'll pray about it. Well, she may not tell y'all, but I'm sure she's praying with y'all about it. She helps motivate y'all with y'all's black materialistic spots that y'all have. Amen. Lord the women, Lord the women, Lord the women, let it be. A diamond is the hardest known mineral we know. It's so hard that it can only be scratched by another diamond.
Oh, God.
Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful?
Work right there.
That the only way you can be, if you're a real diamond,
Right.
the only way that you can be scratched or anything like that, or how can we put it? The only way you can be given real wisdom, the only way you can be given real understanding is through another diamond. through somebody who knows you,
I like that.
through somebody who has your back, through somebody who supports you.
That's good. That's good.
A diamond can't be thrown off by a ruby. A diamond can't be thrown off by an emerald. That's why the Lord said about the Amalekites. Because he's trying to get us to our diamond form. So we don't be thrown off.
That's right.
We don't get scratched.
Right.
Come on.
So the only way, if you're a real diamond, if you're really a part of the city, the only way you can get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is through the city.
Yes.
Through another diamond. Diamonds perfect diamonds. Rubies perfect rubies. Emeralds perfect emeralds. Sapphires perfect sapphires. But none of them can perfect the diamond. None of them can perfect the diamond.
You can close the book now.
None of them can perfect the diamond.
Hallelujah.
Can't scratch it. Can't bend it.
Can't tame it. Come on.
Can't do nothing to it. Unless it's another diamond.
Come on.
But the flip side of that is, you better know who's a real diamond and who's not a real diamond.
You better come on.
That's the flip side of this.
That's the flip side.
You know how the Bible says, watch out for wolves in sheep's clothing?
Yeah.
You got some soft, spotted, black minerals, people who are in sheep's clothing, who will try to scratch you, will try to move you, and if you are not letting God mold you and letting God be your shield,
Yes.
they'll scratch you. Scratch you all up. So you have to be careful. Know who the real diamonds are.